What's up, everybody? Welcome to Playing Dead, IGN's weekly The Walking Dead, the game show. I'm Greg. This is Melissa.
Hi.
Melissa, you're Clementine.
I'm Clementine.
We've covered this before a lot. You came on up at noon and talked about it. That was great. So if you want the whole story of Clem, that's where you go.
Yes.
We're here to talk about The Walking Dead, the game, Season 2, Episode 2, A House Divided.
Yay. Yeah.
Lots of stuff happens in this for Clem.
Yeah, indeed. A lot of stuff does happen in this for Clem.
For you, in the booth, doing the recording, what was the moment for you? What was the one that stands out?
Well, you know, that's gonna have to be the reunited and it feels so good.
Kenny isn't dead!
Yes, Kenny.
Oh my god,
Kenny.
You broke my heart.
So I actually played this last night, and I was a little taken aback myself. It's kind of cool because I'm able to like play it, but then put myself out. It's like I don't even remember recording.
Sure.
Like it's such an awesome game. I'm able to do this.
Yeah.
And I shed a little tear on that.
Right? Like it's
yeah.
I think this season, right? Seeing Clem more mature, more old, and me getting to pick her stuff, like. I don't like the new group. I keep talking about that, right? Don't trust them. Don't like them that much, except for Luke.
Right.
Luke's cool. I'll be cool with Luke. So everybody else I'm hard with, you know what I mean? And like, I think even when I'm making those choices, I'm not thinking about Clementine being a harder character than when she was
right.
But like, you know, she's much harder and she's more mine and she's a person. I'm ready to step in whenever you go down.
Okay.
But like to see Kenny and get to all of a sudden snap back to remembering when things were nicer and brighter and you were able to be a kid and then run, I mean, it was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, that was a really awesome moment. And we shall see how that
I'm sure he gets
progresses.
eaten alive in front of her or murders someone she loves. And
Right.
We all know how this game goes. Nothing
she has
good
to like
left.
stab him in his heart and then like, I don't know, carry it around and
They're writing that down.
zombie. Yeah,
They're writing that down right now.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So when you came on up at noon before, you came on basically as we were announcing season 2. We hadn't really said anything. We'd only seen a little bit of it. Now, an episode in, maybe already recording episode 3. I don't know how it all works for you.
Yes, we are indeed.
How do you like?
Say that right.
I think people know an episode 3 is coming. So
there will be an episode 3.
Scoop! I gotta go write that one up. No, what do you think of this Clem playing this version of Clem?
I'm really enjoying it. There's still a lot of the essence of the little Clem, the more wide-eyed Clem, but then there's sassy Clem, and I'm really enjoying working with sassy Clem a lot. There's definitely lots of good options.
Are you seeing? I mean, are you playing sassy Clem? I'm playing sassy Clem. I think most people are playing sassy Clem.
It depends. Like, I heard you talking about, like, when Rebecca's like, you know, do you want to listen? Yeah. My reaction would have been totally like, gross. You know, it would not have been like...
Really?
Yeah, I know. I don't know why.
Well, babies are gross. We hate babies.
It is kind of gross.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. It's not gross. It's nature.
It's
a
miracle.
Love, and it is a miracle.
That eats up all your free time and your money.
Right.
No, thank you. Don't need
I
these
feel
things.
like we have this conversation every time we hang out.
Yeah,
I know. What's up with that? We're not having kids together, apparently.
Damn right. You can put that. There's another scoop for you. Not going to happen anytime soon.
No, I definitely have. Well, this is harkening back to episode 1 of season 2 when that first moment where she fights the zombie in the shed and, you know, comes out like just like still not bit, not in that voice because I actually did it as Clementine when I did it.
You didn't break character for that one line?
Still not bit.
Still not bitten.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was like, I think that first moment where people are going to be like, oh, yeah, she's a little badass. So.
But even like, you know, for me, it's like when there's like in episode 2, they're still trying to spoon feed, not the people, but like the people in your group. Like Luke's like, what do you want to do about these? And like, immediately I'm like, let's take them out. You know what I mean? These 2 walkers we're sneaking up on.
Right.
I dome the one. He's like, you got to wiggle it out. And I'm like, I know. Like, I know how to do this.
Hello.
I've been alive. How long?
Remember the shed? Speaking of the shed?
Exactly.
I think that, you know, she's really turning into a strong, or she already is a strong character. But I don't know, I can't predict the future, and obviously I'm not a writer, but if Clementine were to continue, she's a valuable human being existing in the zombie apocalypse, and she can handle,
like how you're like stumping for it, basically.
I
like,
know.
Don't kill me, by the way, by the end of this season.
She really doesn't seem like she's ever going to die at any point to me.
Yeah, no, it's impossible.
Staring at
anyone over there.
Writers and directors, yeah, I know.
Of the Telltale people. They're just shrugging, lots of shrugs.
Yeah.
Do you worry about that?
Yeah, I do. Often.
Both awake in the middle of the night?
Yeah. You know, it's The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
People we come to love. I mean, Lee, you know, all these characters in the show, the comics, you know, all these people we come to really fall in love with. No one's safe.
Yeah.
So I think with Clementine, she has such a protective fan base, which is really awesome because I think that kind of keeps her a little safe for now.
Yeah.
But
Well, it seems like it'd be fascinating to continue on with Clem, like years and years long.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already made this jump.
I agree.
You're like, yes, totally.
Yes,
I love what
totally
you're saying.
agree.
Yeah. But, you know, the fact that it does exist in the comic book universe and canon, the fact that if you could one day catch up and, you know, I'd love to see a 20-year-old Clem run into 20-year-old Carl or something down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which will never happen. I know the game won't go that far. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. You don't have...
Really?
They're not going to make that big of a jump.
Yeah.
But just to see her continue to mature.
Right.
And eventually marry Luke.
I'm totally good with that.
Okay.
I'd totally be fine with that. I like Luke as well. The
Luke's really
the
good.
lunchroom scene that was difficult for me as well.
Broke my heart.
Yeah, it was yeah.
Yeah.
It was tricky.
So then, let's talk about Carver. We haven't talked about that.
Okay.
He's scary.
He is
Both
scary.
in the game and real life. Michael Madsen scares me.
Carver.
Yeah.
That's my Carver impersonation.
It's not bad. Did you
Thank
almost
you.
get that role too?
I almost booked it.
Yeah.
But then there was like a scheduling thing. So.
Oh, that's how they get you every time.
Yeah, Michael Madsen. What? You know. Yeah, it's I'm surrounded by these. I mean, everybody on the game is phenomenal, you know, and then you get a name like that, a guy, an actor like that, and it's just like, wowie zowie. It's very cool.
What does that mean to you in terms of like you're old school. You're episode 1, season 1. Like you've been around from the beginning. Is that like? I don't know. Does that mean you're also a professional voice actor? So it's not like you're just some schmo that picked off the street, like that Dave Fennoy fella.
I know.
But, I mean, is it a big deal to see someone like that cross over to your game? Like, do you think of yourselves in that universe? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Initially, it was just like, oh, we're there.
Yeah.
We're there. This game is there.
Yeah.
You know, Telltale is at this space now in this place where it's. You know, they went from the little humble Marin County, video game company. I don't know why and they talk like hillbillies.
Yeah,
and
they're making it in their barn.
Right,
they're making these games in their barn.
Exactly. So yeah, well, you know, with these big actors coming in Hollywood, you know, on camera actors, it's definitely like, I mean, that's a sign of the success of the game and how well it did. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it.
For as long as that may last.
For as long as that may last, yeah.
So, what do you think is next for Clem? Like, you don't know. They don't tell you anything.
I don't really know. No, and you know, even if they do, even if in the beginning they're like, all right, here's how we think here's how we think the season's going to play out.
Yeah.
You know, after the release of the game and the reaction of the fans and thinking a character is going to be well received, and all of a sudden people are like, I hate that, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen. I hope that my hopes are which we've discussed a lot, that she just continues to live.
Sure.
It'll be interesting to. I guess what I'm interested in most is to see like the dynamic of the new people, the Lukes and the Kennys.
Yeah.
And see
how
that.
You know, episode 2 leaves it in such a strenuous place, right? With Carver carrying everybody out.
Yeah.
But even before that, you know, things were getting heated. You had the whole. Okay, you killed my gay lover, and then do I want to kill you, and all these other things, and then zombies attack, and we haven't talked about this at all yet. What a Bonnie is! Holy did I up by trusting her? Because I came out and I knew she was lying because I know her for 400 days. You don't have a kid; you're a junkie. She comes out and I gave her the food, and because I thought she was going back to the 400 days people, but no, she comes back with Carver.
Yeah, I know, and I wish there was more I could even divulge. I'm not a big fan of Bonnie either.
Yeah.
And neither is Clementine.
Good. That's what I want to hear.
I can say that.
All right, good. Because they show her in the trailer having a conversation. I'm like, you are going to get it from me. I'm not going to let this go. But God, did that. I always think I'm so smart. And then the Mel, she showed up and I didn't know what to do.
Right.
I screwed up.
Yeah.
Should have murdered her.
She's with Carver. He sucks. He is the worst.
You're pretty good, though.
Well, thank you.
I like you a lot.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for coming
I
by
like
and
you
talking.
too.
Oh,
thanks. We should do this again.
We will do this for every episode. You can come back and give us
Awesome.
your rundown on what happened with
Okay.
Clem and everything else.
All right.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is Playing Dead, IGN's The Walking Dead, the game show. But not like a game show where you win prizes. Like game show. There's a pregnant pause there. I need a better title for this. But every Saturday we put up a new
talking.
one where we keep talking about what's happening with The Walking Dead.